All right, so you're ready to start your fitness journey. You're ready to get started. You got your sneakers, you got your mat, you have your room set up, but then you're like, well, what now? What do I do? So today I'm going to share with you my 10 tips for starting your own journey, your own fitness journey. I would just say, like, it's different for everybody. It literally is different for everybody. Like, I know for me, I got started in fitness back in 2020 when everything was like shut down. And at that time I was teaching. So in March of 2020, like, everything shut down, schools were closed, we were teaching remotely. It was it was a headache. It was crazy. But I also just felt the most free, to be honest. Like, literally the most free I've ever felt, to explore some things I wanted to do, some hobbies that I had for myself. So in June or July of that year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start exercising. Like, on a whim. I've never been an exercise person. I've never been someone that wanted to go exercise and wanted to, like, I'm more of like a book reader. I'm more of like, I sit there and watch you exercise. I've never been an exercise person. But I was like, you know what? I want to help my husband get fit. I want to do something that might get me more active. Let me try it. And so where'd I go? YouTube. I went on YouTube. I started clicking through, looking at stuff. And my biggest thing was I was always skinny. So I was like, I want to gain weight. You know, I want to look better, you know. So I started YouTubing those terms, how to gain weight, how to get thicker thighs, you know, things like that. And I found some great videos and I started my fitness journey from there. And now I'm a personal trainer, and my whole process in terms of fitness has changed from what it was way back then. So we're going to start off with the 10. I would say number 10, the 10th tip I would give is to set a workout routine. Like, that's standard. Set up your routine. Know what you're going to be doing for your exercises, what you're going to be doing, when you're going to be doing it. I just think that that's really important to make sure you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. And you may not know what you're doing. Like, I didn't know what I was doing when I first started, but saying, you know what, I'm going to do this exercise on this day. I'm going to go walking on this day. And really, like, sticking to that. I know when I first started exercising, I was like ambitious. I was like, you know what, I'm going to exercise every other day. And that's what I did for about two to 3 years. And it got to the point where I was just in that routine. And I did this while teaching. So I would come home from work, I would put on my workout clothes, and then I'd be like, you know what? Getting ready to exercise. And I would just exercise in our bedroom and do a YouTube video on our bedroom, in our bedroom. And that kind of just got me started. And it was just something that I was motivated to do. I was determined to do. And so that setting up that workout routine worked for me. And I would just say setting up a routine just keeps you accountable. It makes sure that, you know, I'm making sure I'm doing my business and I know what I'm going to do. The next tip I would say is just know that motivation can only take you but so far. Like, when I started, I was, like I said, every other day. I'm working it out. I'm doing it, you know, which was great. But I had my days where I'd be like, yeah, I know today's a workout day, but I don't really feel like working out. You know, what I really feel like doing is laying down on the couch, reading, taking a nap when I get home. So even though I was motivated in here to do it and up here to do it, I still, just those feelings were just some days not lining up. So I had to realize this motivation thing is great. It's awesome. You know, it's a good thing to have, but it's not going to be something I can take permanently with me. Like, I got to make sure I'm determined. I got to just be consistent. And I would kind of trick myself, and I would just be like, you know what? You go ahead, exercise, do 30 minutes of exercise, and then you can go to your couch and lay down and sleep. And that's what I would do. And so that brings me to my next tip, which is consistency is key. I would say it would be consistency over motivation. Like, you can have this routine, you can have your motivation in place, but if you're not consistently executing it, it's like all your hard work just falls away. So I had to learn how to be consistent, and I had to learn that in my consistency, I have to be determined to do it, whether I feel like it or not, whether I want to or not, whether I have people backing me up or not. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work out today. I'm gonna do, an upper body HIIT workout. I'm gonna run today. Like, I was consistent with that. Whether I was seeing results or not. And that brings me to my next tip, which is you might not see results right away. A lot of people want to see results within 1 to 2 weeks. And that's, sadly, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. Really, results take about, to see minor results, like 3 to 4 weeks. And it takes like 8 to 12 weeks to see actual results. And so you got to keep that in mind. If the results are the only reason that you're doing it, you're going to be disappointed sometimes because you may not see it right away. So just knowing that, I'm going to set my routine, I'm going to be consistent, and my results will come. Like, those results will come, and you're going to be so much more proud of yourself because you kept it up and you continued through that. And I know that that's hard because we want to see results. That's why we're doing this. We're doing this to get results. But really just sitting back and saying, I gotta be realistic and know that this is a process. This takes time, just like in anything else that we do. If you're going to school to get a degree, if you are, making something, doing a project, it doesn't just happen like that. It's time, and it's a process, and you kind of have to keep that vision in your mind of why you're doing it. And that's another tip. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. My next tip would be plan for nutrition. So like I said, you could have consistency, you could set your routine, you could do all of those other wonderful things, but if you're not thinking about what you're putting in your body, then it can also hinder your results. You won't really see any results if you're not focusing on what you're eating. So like, I know for me, one of my tricky areas is my stomach. I struggle with bloating sometimes, and so I have to be really mindful of like what I'm eating, and that's the place where I mainly gain weight, is in like my stomach. So I kind of have to think about what I'm eating and just know like, yeah, I'm exercising. And like when I first started on my journey, I was like, I'm gonna do this workout, I'm gonna do this ab workout, I'm gonna do this full body workout, and I'm gonna be straight. And it's like, actually, no, you actually need to focus on what you're eating, because if I'm going out to eat, or I'm eating a lot of processed food, or I'm not really cooking nutritious, balanced meals at home, I'm not going to see those results in my stomach. I'm not going to have that flat stomach. I'm going to see also maybe other things in other places. I got to make sure that I'm focused on what I'm eating. And I had to learn how to meal prep. And I'm not the best meal prepper, but I had to learn, let me make sure I have things in my refrigerator that can help me when I have those temptations to go out and get food. I know, no, I made spaghetti, or no, I made chicken and vegetables. I got that in my fridge. That's what I'm going to eat. And my next tip, I think, would be don't give yourself any excuses. Let yourself know, like, I said I'm going to meal prep. No excuses. I'm doing it. I said that I'm going to stick to not eating out. I'm going to do it. Don't give yourself excuses to fall off the wagon, so to speak. Stay in the wagon. But yeah, don't give yourself excuses to veer off track. Because a lot of times once you give yourself one excuse, then you're going to give yourself another excuse, and you'll give yourself another one until it's like a week's gone by and I haven't followed my meal prep at all, or weeks gone by and I haven't exercised at all, and those are things that really hurt us in our fitness journey because we're making excuses for ourselves. And that's tough because we want to give ourselves a break and we work hard a lot, and but still we have this goal, so we got to focus on working that goal. My fourth tip, I don't know if I've been counting, but I should have these on the screen and that's going to really help. But my fourth tip is it's okay to have off days. It's okay to have a rest day. For me, like I told you guys, I had really started off with every other day I'm exercising. That's what I'm doing. And I got so like strict with that to where I was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling like burnt out with this, and I ended up skipping days, or really what would happen is I would find a way to say I'm going to do this no matter what, and then I'd be exhausted. So I would either skip some days or I would just force myself to do it. And I had to really realize that I need rest days, and not only rest days from like exercise, but rest days from like meals too. I can't always eat chicken and vegetables. I can't always eat, broccoli and then like fish. I may need, my body may want something different, may want a cheeseburger and fries, and it's okay to do that once in a while. Moderation, maybe even once a week. That's okay, but just knowing that I have to take those rest days for my own health, my own mental health, but also, just doing those things that feel good. That's important to keep me going in this, fitness journey. Another way, this is the third tip, but another tip I would say is that you got to get enough sleep. You have to make sure that your body is getting that refreshing and restoring sleep that helps with our cell growth, that helps support our immune system, that helps us to make sure that when we go hard on those exercise days, we're not feeling fatigued, like we're not feeling overly tired, like we're feeling like we can do this. And it's just really important to really get that good rest so that you're seeing those gains, so that you're seeing the weight loss, so that you're seeing, your exercise journey actually flourishing. You're seeing the results. When we get enough sleep, it actually helps with us getting results. My next tip would be have a support system, people who are encouraging you. You don't need negative people around you that are telling you you can't do that, or why are you doing that? Why are you trying to lose weight? Like, who cares? You look good the way you are, which you do. You do look great the way you are, but what's wrong with having goals? What's wrong with wanting to be healthy? What's wrong with wanting to change your body in a healthy way? You should have people that support you with that. So that's just so important, to have a good support system and just shake off the haters, because those are not people that are going to help you to grow in your journey, who are going to support you in your fitness journey. Someone who's supporting you in your fitness journey is going to say like, girl, go ahead and do your exercises because I know that's what you said you're going to do on this day, and I want you to stick with that. That is someone who's supportive, and I'm hoping and thankful that you have somebody in your life that's encouraging you along this journey. My last tip would be make sure that you have the right why for this. So like in everything that we do, there's a why behind it. Like for me, when I started exercising, my why was to look the way that I wanted to look. And along the way, like my why has changed to now it's I want to be healthy. And then added on to that, I want to help people. As a personal trainer, I want to help women to meet their fitness goals. Whatever those fitness goals may be. And so my why has changed, but it's important to have your why so that you know why you're doing this for. So that when you have those hard days where you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, you can think back to that why that you laid out for yourself, and you can think and say, you know what, nope, I'm not giving up, because I want to get healthy for my grandkids so I can run around with them. I want to get healthy for my kids that I have so that I can run around with them. I want to get healthy for my wedding that's coming up, or for my cruise that I'm going on, or I want to feel healthy for me so that I can be around, so that I can have a great quality of life. Like, you have to really search deep and have your why. Starting off your journey with the intention of, you know, your why being, I want to look good, is great. But I feel like that can only also take you so far. It has to be something deeper, you know? And I feel like as you go along your fitness journey, you'll realize, like, my why is deeper, you know, and it has something to do with me being a better person. And me being a healthier person so that I'm here, you know, for my family and the ones that I love. So definitely figure out your why. And it's okay if you don't have that why right now. The great thing is that it will come. You'll find that why. You'll find that reason for why you're doing this. And it's going to take you through this process. So those are my 10 tips for starting your fitness journey. I know that you can do it. I believe in you. If I can do it, someone who a while ago didn't even really care about exercise, want to exercise, and has seen so much benefit to my life with doing it, I know that you can do it also. So I just also want us to share with each other, like, let me know if you have any tips that you find that have really worked for you and keeping you in your fitness journey, and let's share it with each other, because we can help each other. So I just thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.